بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه أما بعد. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome back. This recording is to go over with you resource number 8 from our workbooks on page number 112 of our Ajrumiyyah workbooks. أسئلة مراجعة, questions for review. من الدرس الثامن, from the 8th lesson. The expectation here is, of course, you have studied the 8th lesson and you are aware of its issues and you are competent enough to check your level of understanding. And you've done that, and now we're going to go over these questions and answers. السؤال الأول, the first question. قال الإمام ابن آجروم رحمه الله. The Imam Ibn Ajrumiyyah, may Allah have mercy on him, said, فَلِلْأَسْمَاءِ مِنْ ذَلِكَ, and asma, nouns, have of that, meaning أي من أقسام الإعراب, of those 4 categories of إعراب, or those 4 cases. Which ones? Answer choice A, الرفع والنصب والجر ولا خفض فيها. B, الرفع والنصب والخفض ولا جزم فيها. C, الرفع والنصب والجزم ولا خفض فيها. Or D, الرفع والنصب والخفض والجزم. So, obviously, D is wrong because that would allow nouns to be of any of the 4 cases. And we know that nouns and verbs both can be in 3 of the 4 cases, but not all 4. So we have to look closely at A, B, and C. So as for A, then a noun can be al-jar, and there's no khafd. Well, those are synonyms, remember? Jar is khafd, and khafd is jar. So A has to be wrong. And then we're left with B or C. Essentially, B and C both affirm rafa and nasb. But the difference is in the 3rd case. B offers khafd as the 3rd case. Can a noun be makhfud? Yes. And wala jazma fiha, and there is no ism majzoom? Exactly. So B is the correct answer choice. As for C, then that sounds like that's specific to the af'al, not the asma. السؤال الثاني. قال الإمام ابن آجروم رحمه الله. The Imam Ibn Ajrumiyyah said, may Allah have mercy on him, وَلِلْأَفْعَالِ مِنْ ذَلِكَ, and verbs have from that, أي من أقسام الإعراب, from those cases of إعراب. Answer choice A, الرفع والنصب والجر ولا خفض فيها. B, الرفع والنصب والخفض ولا جزم فيها. C, الرفع والنصب والجزم ولا خفض فيها. Or D, الرفع والنصب والخفض والجزم. So you should notice these are the same exact answer choices as found above in the first question. So since we've already examined them carefully, we sort of understood in our discussion of those answer choices which one would be appropriate for al-af'al, the verbs, and that was C. Let's just check it to make sure it's accurate. Ar-raf'u, can a verb be marfu'? Yes. Wal-nasbu, can a verb be mansub? Yes. Wal-jazmu, can a verb be majzoom? Yes. Wala khafda fiha, and that is a negation of the possibility of a fi'l makhfud, and that is correct. So your correct answer is answer choice C. السؤال الثالث, the 3rd question. جاء زيد أعرب زيد. Regarding the sentence جاء زيد, Zayd arrived. Make i'rab of Zayd. That means explain what Zayd's position in the sentence is. Now, this is a junior i'rab, just identifying the case. Is it marfu' or mansub or what? Answer choice A, marfu'un. B, mansubun. C, makhfudun. Or D, majzumun. So you should know Zaydun with the two dhammas there. That means it's marfu', and that's an example that we have talked about. So that should be pretty obvious to you. The correct answer is A, marfu'. السؤال الرابع, the fourth question. لم يجلس زيد. Zayd did not sit. Regarding this sentence, أعرب يجلس. Make i'rab of the word يجلس. Is it marfu', mansub, makhfud, or majzoom? The same answer choices. And you should say it is D, majzoom. It's an example of a word that is majzoom. Remember, majzoom has a sukun as its base indicator, as its original indicator. It's alama asliya. And so yajlis had lam come before it. And we briefly introduced that lam as a jazim tool. It makes the fi'l majzoom. More on that later. Insha'Allah ta'ala. السؤال الخامس, the fifth question. مثال اسم منصوب. An example of a mansub noun would be A. لن يجلس زيد. Zayd shall not sit. He is not going to sit. B. مررت بزيد. I passed by Zayd. But look at Zaydun in answer choice A. Look at Zaydin in answer choice B. Remember, we're looking for a mansub ism. C. لا يوجد اسم منصوب. There is no such thing as a mansub noun. Or is it D. رأيت خالدا. I saw Khalid. Notice Khalidan ends with an alif, but before it is two fathas on the dal. So if you remember, the base indicator of the mansub case is a fatha. The alama asliya is a fatha. And that's only found on the word Khalidan. And so the correct answer choice is D. رأيت خالدا. خالدا اسم منصوب علامة نصبه الفتحة. السؤال السادس. ضرب زيد عمرا. Regarding this sentence, Zayd struck Amr. أعرب عمرا. What's the i'rab of Amran? And all four cases are there for you. And building on the last question and its correct answer, you should easily choose B. Mansub, because Amran has two fathas at the end, which is the base sign, the alama asliya of a mansub word. السؤال السابع, the seventh question. مثال اسم مجرور, an example of a majrur ism, or you could say a makhfud noun. A. لن يجلس مالك. B. مررت بخالد. C. جاء أسامة. Or D. رأيت محمدا. And since we're looking for a makhfud item or a majrur item, then we're looking for something with a kasra on it. And the only answer choice that has something with a kasra on it is B. مررت بخالد. So Khalid is majrur alamatu jarrihi al-kasra. Or we could say makhfudun wa alamatu khafdihi al-kasra. السؤال الثامن. مثال فعل مخفوض. An example of a makhfud fi'l. Please get this one right. A. رأيت محمدا. B. لم يشرب زيد اللبن. Zayd did not drink the milk. C. جلست على الكرسي. You, talking to a female, have sat upon the chair. Or D. لا يوجد فعل مخفوض. There is no such thing as a makhfud verb or a majrur verb. And I hope you jumped on D and answered with D, because of course there is no such thing as a fi'lun makhfudun. Remember? You should remember two very important parts of the text. The most recent one right here in Lesson 8 was the statement of the author, وَلَا خَفْضَ فِيهَا. There is no khafd in verbs. And you should remember back to when we talked about the signs of an ism, that being in the khafd case is a specific sign of an ism. Whenever you see a word that's makhfud or majroor, then you know that word is a noun. No doubt about it, because there's no such thing as a fi'l makhfud. Barakallahu fikum. السؤال التاسع, the ninth question. مثال كلمة مبنية, an example of a word that is mabniya, meaning not mu'raba, a word that you cannot say is marfu' or mansub or majroor or majzum ever. A. Zaydun. B. Yajlisu. C. Moosa. Or D. Fi. And of course, this question has come up before, but it's an important question to really drive home. The correct answer is D. Fi, because it's a harfu jar, and all of those huruf jar, they are mabniya. Barakallahu fikum. As for A, it's a noun. We can say Zaydun and Zaydan and Zaydin. And B is a verb. We can say yajlisu, or maybe yajlisa, or maybe yajlis with a sukun. And C is Moosa. It can be marfu' or mansub or majroor, even though you don't see the sign because the word ends with an alif. It is still going to be mu'rab. It's going to be either marfu' or mansub or majroor, taqdiran, understood to be in one of those cases. More on that later, insha'Allah ta'ala. السؤال العاشر والأخير, the 10th question, the final question. مثال اسم مجرور, an example of a majroor noun. A. لا يوجد اسم مجرور. There's no such thing as a majroor noun. B. جلس فريد. C. ضرب زيد عمرا. Or D. مررت بوليد. And you should be looking for that which has a kasra as its sign of i'rab, and that would be what is found in answer choice D. مررت بوليد. Barakallahu fikum. May Allah Ta'ala bless you and grant you success. وصل اللهم وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.